technology integration for grades 3 through 6 that I decided to do for my project was to integrate a YouTube video clip into my guided reading introductory lesson for a new guided reading book that my group was going to be reading for the next couple of weeks. So here we go. For this project, I showed a video clip to my 2 students in my guided reading group about energy. It was a Magic School Bus video where the students in Miss Frickle's class were talking about colors and light and how the light reflects off the colors and it shows different colors. This was a great introductory video that I only planned on showing for about 30 seconds and ended up watching a little bit more because my students were so excited to watch the video and to see what they were going to be learning about in their new book. It was for a 4th grade guided reading level L guided reading group, and the group consisted of 2 ESL students who are both fluent in English and Spanish. So the technology that we used was a computer, YouTube, and then in my lesson I also had Google images of different vocabulary words that the students, or actually I had images to show the different vocabulary words that my students would be reading in their new textbook so they could be familiar with the words and what they meant. My plan consisted of me finding the video first to show my students and to find a video that didn't take very long to introduce the subject but was interesting enough for them to get involved in the material. And then I had the students watch the video prior to me beginning our guided reading lesson for that day. It was to introduce the new book that we were going to be reading, to grab their interest and to effectively engage them in the learning process. This was so efficient because it really didn't take much time to find and or to put into my guided reading lesson, so I really felt like it was efficient for a teacher to do to enhance her lesson and to make it more engaging and interesting for the students. It really did help to grab their interest and to get them excited about what they would be reading. My students really did love this video. They ended up watching more than what I had planned, so that was really fun to see them really interested in what we were going to be learning about. It was so interesting for them that as we were watching the video, they didn't want me to stop it and they wanted to keep watching. And then once I did finally stop it, they, said, "Miss Stransky, let me just go read. Let me just go see what these kids are going to do with the sound, heat, and light and to get energy working." So it was really effective, and I think the students were really engaged in the learning process as they were able to watch the video and then make connections in their guided reading book. It was really fun to have this as an introductory lesson to get the students excited about what they were reading, and I'm excited to connect it to the final lesson that we are going to have for this guided reading book, to make connections that they saw in the video to the text and also connections that they have just personally and through their past experiences. So that was my project, and it was a great way to integrate technology for my guided reading group to enhance my lesson.